My dear friend Mallory, firstly, I want us both to recognize the green reflection of the screen in my glasses. I don't think it's funny. Oh well. Maybe I'm the only one. That'd be awkward. Hi friend. I feel deeply for your boy troubles. I do. I can't say that I have them, unfortunately. Well, it's not really unfortunately. It's actually fortunately, because I don't have to have roaring in my ears when I talk to a guy that I like, but unfortunately because I cannot understand your struggle. And I wish I could. I wish I could be riding the struggle bus right along with you, friend. But I'm not. So but yeah, I feel for you. I really do. I think personally you're pretty cool. So if a guy can't see that, then it's like, pff, what do you even need him for, right? Like, pff. See, like, you're like the really funny one at the party. Like everyone, like, you know you're funny and everyone else knows you're funny. And so it's like really convenient because you're like, yeah, like, you know you're the funny person. Me, like, I'm funny, but like where you're the Chandler, I'm the Phoebe. And so like I say things and to me they're very normal, but apparently they're weird. And people are not laughing with me, they're laughing at me. But joke's on them, I already know I'm super weird, so I just laugh with them while they're laughing at me. So it's like a 2-in-1, so it's like I'm funny, but like I'm not funny, but like it's still funny. So I've got that going for me, at least. I don't know, as far as your guy troubles go, my heart goes out to you, friend. I wish I could help. I don't know. I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a boyfriend and then I'm going to get him to introduce me to one of his very good friends. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to bring his very good friend to you. And then we're going to have some kind of like group conversation, like group coffee or something. And then so then you'll be like, oh, this is just like Katie's boyfriend's friend, whatever. But in reality, it's a setup and I'm actually putting you on a date and you don't even know it. And then you don't even have to like him to talk to him. And then you're already talking to him. And then he already sees how hilarious and awesome you are. Bam, marriage. Boom. Just solved your problem. So, but in order for that to happen, we're going to have to find me a boyfriend first. So I'm the priority here. Let's get that straight right now. So, let's all focus all of our attention on me. And then we can focus on you. But I'm the priority right now. We need to focus on me. So, yeah, also that story about your dad was very funny. I have like this weird thing where anytime anybody sends me this long message, I always have to like reply to every single thing they said, but I can never remember every single thing they said. So I just kind of like try to remember what it was. Usually I read back over the message, but this is a video and I can't do that. So, yeah, that story about your dad was funny. I actually, if you remember Ulysses, when Ulysses and I were dating briefly for 5 seconds, I told my dad that we were engaged and my dad believed me. And I really don't know how he believed me. It really wasn't, it was not plausible. But he believed me, so at least you're not the only one who has a dad believing that you're a floozy, because my dad thought I was a floozy. Or he probably still does. I don't really know. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't really have any funny stories. I don't really know anything about work either. Work is going really well. I really love my new job, so that's fun. Ooh, I can tell you adventures of Katie being on Christian Mingle, because that's a thing that I did. I paid money to network with Christians on the internet and try to find a husband. Let's just pretend that that doesn't sound really pathetic and desperate. But, so I joined Christian Mingle and I found this guy and he's super cute and I think he's living in Pearland. And anyway, so he is a high school choir teacher, which of course made me think immediately of Mr. West. But this guy's name is Peter, and he seems very cool, and we send back and forth a lot of really long messages, and I actually had this one guy that I was interested in when I first joined, like a few weeks ago, and I sent him a very long message, because I feel like, even in typing, I want to be as candid as possible. Like, I'm not going to delete something just because it sounds silly. Like, that's what I thought about, that's what I typed, and I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to delete it. I'm just going to type how I speak. So that's what I was doing with this one guy, and then he didn't like it that much, I guess, because he never replied. So that was unfortunate. But Peter, I type long-winded paragraphs to with probably more details than he really cares about my life. But he seems very receptive and he keeps replying, and it took me like a week to reply to one of his messages because I'm just really unreliable apparently. So but he replied back still. He's still interested after it took me a week. So that's fun. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm trying to do like 3 different jobs at my church, and it's a little bit overwhelming, but you know, gotta do what you can for the Lord, so been doing that. Ooh, and I started my new book that I sent you some of, and I wrote more of it today, but I'm not going to talk about it on this video because it's public domain, and my story, I don't want someone stealing it because I'm obviously the only one that's going to write it well. Like, everybody else would just ruin it because it's not their story, it's mine, so I'm not going to talk about it in the video, but I'll probably text you about it later. But yeah, so ooh, I found this really cool new coffee place. Well, I shouldn't say I found it. A friend of mine from church told me about it, and it's like 2 minutes away from my house, and it's super cool and trendy and nice, and it's brand new, and it has the best tea. I have not tried their coffee yet, but it's got this really cool atmosphere, really cool beverages, like really cool thing, and I'm like, man, like this is gonna be my place. This is where I'm gonna go to write or to study or be by myself. Like, this is gonna be my special place. And I decided that once I find a guy and I'm in a relationship and I know that he's the one I'm going to marry, I'm going to take him to my special new coffee shop place, and that's going to be how he knows that I am the one for him. Bam. See, I'm just planning everything out. So, yeah, now I just need to find a guy who's going to put up with my crazy. So, at least you're not the only one that's looking. Except I'm having more success just because I really don't care what people think about me. So like if a guy looks at me like he's disgusted because I just had a double chin like this, I'm like, well, I'm gonna look like that all the time. So I double chin it all the time. What do you think I do when I'm at home? I lay down and I watch Netflix like this. So if a guy can't handle that, can't handle me. So that's my belief on it. But yeah, my dear friend Mallory Dean. That's all I have for you thus far. I don't know. I'll try to find something more interesting to tell you about in my next video. I realize that I've literally told you nothing. I have nothing interesting going on. I'm quite boring. My cat is over there, so I don't know. I'll have her make a cameo. Oh, I could go grab her now. She's not gonna like that very much, though. I'm gonna do it anyway. Ah! Stop. I have a cat. Look how much she's so mad at me right now. She hates being held. Oh, but look, it's my kitty. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Okay, that's it for now. Bye, friend.